So you're 19, 20.
Yep.
Mate says...
Yeah, we're on the piss one night and said, let's go to Adelaide tomorrow. We're getting our dole check the next day. So we're getting $220 each the next day to go. Well, this is our big idea to come to Adelaide. So we went and bought train tickets. I think it was $70 to come to Adelaide back then. And so we went down that morning with our dole checks, bought $70. We had $440 between us. Yep, $440. So we bought our tickets. We had $300 left after that to go to Adelaide with. Jump on the train. Train breaks down at Kalgoorlie for 2 days, which is 8 hours out of Perth. So it breaks down there for 2 days and we got $300 and all that's in Kalgoorlie is pubs. So off to the pub we go. Anyway, after 2 days up, we end up having $100 left at the end of it. Right? So we're like, okay, this is a really good start. So we get to Adelaide. We go out, we say, right, we didn't know where we pulled up at this train station. We didn't know where we were. And we said to the taxi driver, take us to the nearest pub, please, like nearest hotel, the cheap accommodation. And knowing now, that taxi driver just ripped us. He took us the absolute other side of the town, like just ridiculous anyway, but that's how it all worked back then. And we got to the pub, went to the bar, ordered a beer. There was a fella next to us, and we talking, just me and Shane was his name, the fella that I come over to Adelaide with, and we're talking, and he's like, what are you young fellas up to? I'm like, oh, I told him, like, we're done, like, you know, just come from Perth. Blah, blah. He goes, do you want a job? I was like, you serious? He goes, yeah. He goes, the Grand Prix starts in Adelaide. It starts in 3 weeks. We need people to run behind a garbage truck, just emptying the rubbish bins everywhere. It's like, yeah, absolutely, no dramas at all. He goes, it'll be 5 days work. You probably clear $2,000. And this is in 1993 or something. He goes, but you'll be working 20-hour days. I said, oh, we're up for it, no worries at all. He goes, where are you staying? I was like, we've got about $60 to our name, mate. We're probably just going to look for a hostel or something. He goes, I've got 2 spare bedrooms at home. And we were like, really? He goes, yeah, no dramas. He goes, nothing weird. He goes, if you're welcome, I'll work away. He goes, he's an electrician and on the mines and stuff. And it was his best mate who was running the Grand Prix cleaning side. So we went and stayed with him. And we did the Grand Prix thing, stayed with him a bit longer. My mate ended up getting a girlfriend. I got a girlfriend. And as love, girls, women, whatever, it always sort of divides, you know. So he sort of went and did his thing. I went and did my thing. And wasn't working. So I was walking past Gazer Cricket Club. And they were training. It was on a Thursday night. They were having a train. And I hadn't rolled the arm over for a couple of years just due to my circumstances. And so I just walked in. And I was pretty confident with cricket. When you're confident with something, you can, you know, it's amazing what confidence does. It is absolutely amazing what confidence does. So I walked in knowing that I could bowl. And, used to be able to bowl. I thought, oh, surely I still got it. I'm 19, 20 years old. Like, surely I can still let a ball go. And walked in there, bowled a few balls, and they were like, where are you working? I'm like, I'm not. Who are you playing for? I said, I'm not anyone. He goes, we get your job, will you come play for us? I was like, yeah. So the first job, and this is my first serious job, was to go into, it was a transport industry. So they were looking for a forklift driver, just a lackey, just someone to jump up containers, tie ropes, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So I went to, I won't name the place because it ended pretty bad, but I went there. I was there for 7 years. I ended up staying at this place, working for, and slowly made my way from tying ropes, putting gates up, to supervisor, to nearly manager. Sort of, I was 100% going towards that sort of side of things, and then I met a lady. And she was on drugs. I knew she was on drugs. I didn't know how much she was on, and I was a bit naive to it all. Like I said, through the streets and everything, didn't do the drugs. Didn't, you know, had a chuff of dope or whatever every now and again, rare, but never got into the speed and heroin or anything like that at all. So I was a bit naive to all that. And on Fridays, I was working 18, 20-hour days on a Friday, getting home knackered after transport. That's transport. You do big hours. And she said, I'll try some of this. This will get you through through the day. And I was like, yeah, no worries. So I tried some of it. It got me through the day amazingly. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then it turned from doing that twice, maybe I did that 2 Fridays. And then it turned from I needed it because I wasn't sleeping Friday night, I wasn't sleeping Saturday night. So then I needed it Monday to go to work. Then I needed it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Before you know it, no word of a lie, it turned into a $1,500, $2,000 a week habit just between us, like between myself and this lady. And so to be able to fund that, you got to break the law. It's as simple as that. My wage wasn't covering that. We had a house, not a house, but we were renting a house. And at this time, I just signed up for a house in my name. I'd been working 6 years, got my shit together. Like, life was going great. Bought my first car, which is a bloody HQ V8, which I always wanted, and I didn't have to steal it. I could go buy it, and so I had all that, and then I signed up for this house. The house repayment was $106 a week, house and land package. I was about 2 months into this addiction, and I was addicted early, and I was, and I went and I'm signing up the house. I'm going to the house to pick out the carpet, the tiles, and as you do with a new house. And I'm doing it by myself. She didn't come with me. And I remember to this day, being there going, this is just not right. This isn't the time in my life to be doing this. She's not with me. I'm selecting tiles, carpet, curtains by myself, like this, and I'm off my guts doing it. And I'm thinking to myself, I just distinctly remember this isn't a good time. But anyway, I went through with it, got the house. This habit became ridiculous. So I ended up stealing from the people that I was working for, people that freaking helped me get my shit together. And I so want to go back today and just apologise, because I let a lot of people down when I eventually got caught doing it. And I was doing it for a year, like stealing. Like, I was night shift supervisor, so it was too easy. It become too easy to do. And I even had one of the big bosses come up and say, Ben, are you stealing? I was like, no, and lied directly to his face. And I hate bloody lying, and I feel bad. I only thought about it the other week, and I think about it regularly, that I try looking for him on Facebook, because I just want to apologise, for one, for lying, and two, for letting them down, because they backed me 100%. And eventually, I was at work, and one of the big bosses was just to the left of me and said, I heard him on the phone saying the police are going to Ben's now. I don't know if he knew I was there or whatever. I was like, I'm done. So I got off the forklift. I was still loading containers, but night shift supervisor, organising where containers go to Alice Springs and all that sort of stuff.